Hello everyone. In the previous video we talked about how we can use functions in the tables, and by using tables name and columns to write the functions and have the advantage of the functions writing in the tables. In this video we want to talk about the conditional formatting. If you notice, when you are in the home ribbon, in the styles section you can see there is a conditional formatting. It's really useful tools for analyzing and having a better sight of your data. So what is conditional formatting and how it can help us? As the name represents, its formats into your cells based on some conditions. If you press these tools, if you press this at the bottom of these tools, you will see there is a bunch of options for you, and we do not want to go through all of this functionality and these tools. I just want to tell some basic concepts of these conditional formats. So for example, you have a data and you have to get some insight of your data. The first thing you need is the ability to be able to distinguish between the different data. For example, here when you have the false value and when you have the true value, you want to see other colors for the trues and the other colors for the false. So for example, if you select the whole cell, whole column of this cell, and then go to the conditional formatting, you can use the highlight cell rules and specify that if the column, if one of these values in this column is equal to the false. For example, if you want to use the text value, you just need to use double quotations. You need to specify it by double quotations. But because the false value is the logical value, it's not the text value, we do not need the double quotation thing, and we just need to write the false here in the cell. And after that I can choose what format I want to show if the value is the false. For example, by default is a light red field with the dark red text, so I can choose another format, for example yellow field with the dark yellow text, or I can use custom format. For example, if you use custom format, you are able to choose different number formats, choose the different font size or different font colors. You can choose different border, and you can choose different field color and so on. So for example, by default I want to choose the light red field with the dark red text for the false value. So if I press OK, I can see the false value, all the false value will be red, and right now the true values has no fields. So another conditional formatting I want to use is for the true values. So I select the column again, I choose the conditional formatting, I choose highlight self by rules, and I go if it's equal to the true, then I want to show the green field, green field with the dark green text. So if I press OK, I can see the true values will be green. So there is another thing that help us by this manner. For example, if I want to filter these value not by text, just by the color of these formats, now I can use the filter options and go to the filter by color and choose one of these options I have. For example, I wanna filter the data of the true values, or I wanna filter the cells that has the green field color. So I can press green field and my data will be filtered just based on the true values or the green values, green fields. So this is another helpful thing of using the conditional formatting, other than having a better insight of the data. So another thing I wanna be colorized. For example, in the total price, I wanna show the top 10 values by the format, by the changing the fill of the color to, for example, the green. So if I select the whole column of the total price and I go to the conditional formatting, I can use top or bottom rules. So for example, I can use to showing top 10 items, top 10% of the items. These two rules are different by the calculation. For example, these rules used to rank. First, it ranks or my data, and then colorize the top 10 ranked of the values. But this one will calculate each percentage of the portion of the value in the whole set and then colorize the top 10%. These are the same, just colorize the bottom values, and the above average is the calculation. It calculates first the average of the values and then colorize the data, the cells that are above the average. So for example, if I choose top 10 items, I can say if I really want a top 10 of my values, or for example, I want a 50 top values. So I can choose the 5, or I can choose the first value, the biggest value of these items should be colorized or not. So for example, if I want to show the 3 top values with the green, I can choose this one, or I just want to have the green fill, I can come here and set the fill to the green color. So right now the text color will be not changed, just the fill of the color, fill of the values, and that will be changed to the green, and those values are my 3 best values, 3 greatest values. So if I press OK, now I want to see which of these values are my top 3, because there is a big the last one is one of them, for example. However, because this is a large data in my Excel, I can come here and filter it based on my color and based on the green color. Then it will show me the 3 greatest values in this Excel. So this is another rule in the conditional formatting. You can use top or bottom values. Another useful thing is the data bar. The data bar will let me show you this one in the another example. For example, if I select this value and I come into a new sheet and copy paste this value here, so I have this value. I want to use conditional formatting on it for the data bar. If you use data bar, the greater values will have much color, and the less value have less color. So for example, if you use this blue one, you will see the 92 have the greatest values, so the fill is full. But the 6 or 3, for example, this one is the minimum value here and has the minimum blue color on it. So this is the useful thing to showing the data. It just a little bit like a charts. If you want to insert the charts, instead of using the charts, you can use conditional formatting data bar. So this is another colors, predefined colors for this manner. Also you have these ones as well. Or for example, if you choose more roles here, way you can change the setting of the data bar conditional formatting. For example, you can change the type of the data bar. For example, you can use percentile, percentile, you can use formula and other things in the showing what is your minimum value. For example, if you do not want the minimum value of this data set be changed, you can just simply come here and say the normal minimum value will be 0. The speed of I do not have any 0 value here, and come here and say the maximum number will be 100. So in this case, if you press OK, then you will see the 92 value will not have the complete fill colorized, and not completely colorized because it's not 100 and it's less than 100. So in that case, whenever, for example, if you change this to the 100, it will be now full colorized, and it will not be full colorized until not having 100 value. So by this way you can change the conditional formatting of this value. For example, if you want to change the setting of the conditional formatting, you can go to the conditional formatting, choose the manage roles, and then choose select the conditional formatting that you want to edit, then choose the edit role. So now you will go to the setting of the conditional formatting, and now you can change the other properties of your conditional formatting. For example, the field, the color, the border, and the color of your border, and something like that. And also you can change the direction of the bars. For example, if I choose the right to left direction, then press OK button and then press apply, you will see the direction of your data bar will be changed. So this is another useful conditional formatting. The other thing I want to show you, if I go to the, if I want to clear the conditional formatting, I can use, and I can come here and use clear role from the selected cells, then just the selected cells conditional format will be removed. And if I clear rows from entire sheet, the entire sheet conditional formatting will be removed. So if I press this one, the conditional formatting, the previous conditional formatting will be removed. Now I want to use color scales conditional formatting. The color scales will colorize my data range based on the range of your data. For example, if you see the first one applies the color gradient to the range of the cells. That means from the smallest to the biggest, the color will be changed from the red to the green color. So if you select this one, you can see the values have the different range of the colors for the different range of the numbers. So if you, for example, want to edit this one, you can go to the manage conditional formatting and then edit the role. You can see the range of the color from the smallest to the biggest. And if you want to change this range, you can set the lowest value, the minimum value, be for example black, and then the midpoint, which is the middle value, is the, it come and calculate, for example, where is the middle of your data, what is the data in the 50 percentile of the lowest values, and what are the data are above the 50 percentile of your values. So you can change that color to, for example, dark red, and then for example for the highest value you want to have the blue, and if you press OK and then press apply, you can see the smallest value will have the black color, and the biggest value, the maximum value, if you approach to the maximum value, the color of the black will be changed to the red, and then will be changed to the blue. If you press OK and then change the font color to the, for example, white, you can see better the values. So let me change it to the black. You can use the predefined data set as well, or you can change the role by yourself. So this is another useful conditional formatting. If I clear the conditional formatting, the last one I want to talk about is the icon set. it will assign an icon to the data based on the value that you have. For example, if I choose this one, you can see the smallest value will have the red icon, and the greatest one will be green with the upper and icon, and the midpoints will have the yellow icon. You can also edit this icon set conditional formatting by using manage roles, edit roles, and now you have some more properties for changing the conditional formatting. For example, you can change to the color scale instead of the icon size. You can show only the icons. Then if you check this box by show icon only and then press OK and then press apply, the values will be disappeared and you will just see the icons. You will not see the values. So, and also you can change the icons as whatever you want, for the smallest value or for the biggest value. You can, for example, I want to, for the biggest value, have just the green circle, and for the small for the midpoints I want to have just for example this icon, and for the smallest value I want to show this diamond red. So if you press OK and then press apply, you can see the icons change it. Also, you can manage how many percentile above values should show the green one. For example, here by default, if the value is above the 67% of the total values, then the green icon will be shown. For example, for the value 65, because this value is above the 67% of total data set, then the green icon is shown. And if the value is less than 67% of the total data set, as well as the data is more than 33% of the total data set, then the yellow icon will be shown. For example, 48 value is the value that is smaller than 67% of your data set, and it is more than 30% of the total data set. So the yellow icon is shown for that. For the value which are the less than 33% of the total data set, the red icon is shown. You can change these properties or these values by your defined values. These are the predefined values. These values will be calculated based on your data set and whatever the Excel thing is more proper for you. So you can change this value based on your needs. For example, if the value is more than 70% of the total value, then I want to show the green icon, and if it's less than 70% or is more above and is above the 40%, now I want to show the yellow value. So if I press OK and then press apply, the value icons will be changed. The icons will be changed. Also, I can tell Excel do not calculate the data set based on the percent. You can change it to the number. So whenever the number, for example, is above the 50, then the icon green should be shown, and if it's less than 50 and is above the 30, I want a yellow icon be shown, and if the value is less than 30, the red icon should be shown. So if I press OK and then press apply, the icons will be changed based on my needs. So this is how you can edit the role of the conditional formatting. So for the fundamental conditional formatting, I guess this description will works. In the future videos, we will talk more about the conditional formatting. But in the next video, I want to go and talk about the charts and charting in the the Excel. So until next video, goodbye. In order to watch more training videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Diaco Ltd. And if you want to see our products, please visit our website, diaco.co.uk.